Alright guys, welcome to my little kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a full day of eating, just what I eat on my cut. Today it's July 13th. This video is dedicated to those people who want to know what I eat in a day. We woke up, went on our morning walk. It's Sunday today. I don't know when this will be out, but it's Sunday today. Don't have work today. We'll still hit the gym later, but I'm just going to take you through what I eat, starting with meal one, breakfast, aka break fast. Breakfast, break fast. So, I'll show you what I make, what I eat, and let's get straight to it, guys. I don't like to eat a whole lot in the morning, just because I don't like to feel lethargic. So meal one is pretty simple and straightforward. All these meals are pretty straightforward and simple. Grab the pan, grab my one burner. I usually like to use this kind of butter, but it's all frozen, and I picked up some other butter because I made steaks with my friends in a previous video. So we're gonna finish all this butter first, but usually I tend to use grass-fed butter from Costco. But yeah, we just take around a tablespoon of butter, get it on the pan, let it coat the pan, let the butter add some flavor for our eggs, because we will be cooking eggs today. And we'll just let that sit for a sec. Okay, now that that's butter simmering a little bit, we'll grab our eggs. And I always eat 4 eggs in the morning. And a little pro tip when cracking your eggs, do it on a flat surface. If you crack it on a pan or something like this, that can have the egg shell go indented, I guess. And then it makes it more likely for just part of the shell to go inside your pan. But we'll throw 4 eggs in there. And then from here, we get our sodium, guys. We throw some of this sodium in there. I don't know how much this is, but I just like to do some sodium in the morning. Sodium is not bad for you guys. Cholesterol is not bad for you guys either. And I'll take this cheese that I get from Costco. About a serving I like to put in here, which is 28 grams. I kind of just eyeball it because I've been doing it for so long. It's probably like 24. And that's probably around 28 grams. Then we mix this and whisk it up. Just like that. And then we throw it on the pan, or on the burner, guys. Don't be scared of cholesterol. Cholesterol is needed in our body. We need cholesterol to function as human beings. And dietary cholesterol, aka the cholesterol that we eat and consume, has very, very little minimal impact on our overall cholesterol levels. 80% of our total cholesterol, even maybe higher than that, is all produced in our liver already. So the cholesterol we're adding to our body from our diet has a very, very little impact. So don't be so focused on watching your cholesterol. I mean, obviously there's a time and place to watch what you're eating. If you're eating a bunch of fucking bullshit ass food with high cholesterol, maybe that's bad. But cholesterol is needed in our body. We need cholesterol to function. But it's really not anything that you need to be concerned about in your diet. It's mainly just a genetic thing. But look at that. Already the eggs are done. Take them off the stove a little early because they will continue to cook in the pan. I prefer my eggs a little runny and soft. I don't like them burnt, for my scrambled eggs at least. So just like that, that is a perfectly cooked egg, or eggs I should say. But yeah, so we'll have this right here. And then we drink some milk, guys. Fucking love milk. This is organic whole milk from Costco. If you drink skim or anything else, you're weird. And then to get some fruits in and some extra yumminess flavored stuff, I like to just have around this many grapes. Kind of whatever I just pull out of a bag. So here's meal one, guys. We got 4 eggs with salt, a serving of cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar, handful of grapes, and a glass of milk, whole milk. As I eat this, I'm gonna do some work on my Mac. See you guys for meal 2. Alright guys, we're gonna cook meal 2 now. Cutting board, knife. So like I said, all these meals are pretty simple. We got the air fryer going right here. All we do is take some yellow potatoes. I like to aim around for 200, 300 in that little area. I'm at the end of my cut pretty much, so it doesn't really matter if I have a little more carbs or not. Amazon trucks here. I got some microphones coming in because a lot of comments were saying that I need a mic because the audio was a little off and whatever, so I think that's going to be my microphone. So this video won't have a mic, but my next whiteboard video will have a mic, guys, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, we have 246 grams of yellow potatoes right here. That is fine. I'm not preparing for a show or anything like that. I don't need to be exact with the amount of carbs I'm eating. But yeah, these are just yellow potatoes I get from Costco. Nothing crazy. And all you do is just season them a little bit. I'll show you guys how I do that in a second. And then I just throw them in the air fryer. And then I don't really set a time. It's around 10 to 14 minutes, depending on how much I'm eating or how big the slices are. But throw them in the air fryer. Now, I fucking love this fucking Lowry seasoning, dude. This shit is gas. I throw this on my beef, I throw this on my potatoes. This is the only seasoning I really use. I just do, you know, a generous amount of Lowry seasoning like that. Now, usually I cycle between extra virgin olive oil and beef tallow for my potatoes in the air fryer to give them that nice, just rich, juicy flavor. I don't have any olive oil right now. I went to beef tallow, so beef tallow is a little bit more tricky. I don't really weigh it or measure it. I just kind of take a spoonful, move all the potatoes to the one side, and just move it around like that, making it kind of spread evenly across all the potatoes. Now, you can use olive oil. If you do use olive oil, make sure it's extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's cold pressed. Cold pressed is going to be slightly more money, but what that is it's that it's not heated. The olive oil is not heated during manufacturing, or not above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I think around there. This just holds more of the nutrients, the micronutrients, the polyphenols, just things like that that are enriched in that olive oil. So if you just have regular extra virgin olive oil and it doesn't say cold pressed, you're going to be losing some of those ingredients that are used during that heating process when the olive oil is manufactured. So if you can, pay an extra $1 or $2 to get that cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And yeah, so I usually use either extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed, or beef tallow as my sort of fat, healthy fats. And now we let that cook for around 10 to 12 minutes. I like to just check on it once it gets down to like 8 minutes. Once it's cooked for 8 minutes, I like to check on it for the next 4 or 5 minutes to make sure they're nice crispy potatoes. Okay, potatoes have been going for around 9 minutes right now. Now I will get my beef going. So, take my bowl, and this is all pre-cooked, right, obviously. Pre-cooked it all at once. 140 grams. 140 grams of beef. Put this in the microwave. Let that cook for a minute. And then as that minute goes, this shall and will be done. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But, because I got a lot of stuff going right now, but my mics did come in. So I'm going to have to figure out how to use these and then use them for my videos from now on. So don't worry about the audio quality, it's going to get better. But we got that cooking, we got that cooking. Throw a couple things more together. I'll see you guys in a second. Beef is cooked, the potatoes are done. Now I did add some cheese, more sharp cheddar, 28 grams, so that's one more serving of sharp cheddar cheese. Then I like to have these guacamole packets. Obviously you can make your own guacamole. I'm not doing all that shit. So I just add one of these packets. It comes in like a 15 pack from Costco. So I'll add this to there. I also have one Oikos yogurt from Costco. It also comes in a 15 pack, 15 grams of protein. Meal 2, 140 grams of beef, 240 grams of potatoes, around 250, 240, 250, around there. One serving or one packet of chunky guacamole, which is 71 grams, and then one Oikos yogurt, which is 150 grams. So this will be meal 2. Look at that. It's time to go to the gym. So right before the gym, I like to have just 2 to 3 rice cakes. Not crazy hungry right now, so I'm only gonna do 2. 2 rice cakes just like that. And then I love having strawberries, so I'll take, 4 or 5 strawberries just like that. Cut the strawberries up. Quick digesting, fast absorbing carbs before our workout. Then we take honey. This is pure honey from the farmer's market. Ooh, that came out fast. But I just drizzle a little bit on each rice cake over the strawberries. And this is a perfect pre-workout snack right here. Then, because this is a video of everything I consume in the day, I'm going to show you my pre-workout. Take creatine. I don't really measure it. I just kind of do a spoonful, maybe a little more, because I aim for around 7-ish grams a day. The recommended dose is 5 grams a day. However, that is for the average sized adult. Now, I do not consider myself the average sized adult. Especially when I was peak bulk, definitely not. I was consuming 10 grams of creatine a day. Now we're down to like 6-7 grams a day. But then we go with Legion pre-workout. Today I'm using the peach ring flavor. You can use my code LECHLUCH, save some money. This is great because it's all backed up by science. It's proven by science. There's no artificial colors or sweeteners. It's all naturally flavored. No sucralose, which is a fake sugar basically that our body can't digest. This juice is made with all natural ingredients, tastes amazing, gives you that really good pump and that energized feel. It's all natural caffeine too. If you need a pre-workout, try Legion, give it a shot. I really love the peach ring flavor. I have the cotton can before, but peach ring is definitely my favorite right now. So serving of that is 2 scoops, put that in there. And then yeah guys, this is what I consume every single day before my workout. 2 to 3 rice cakes and honey and strawberries on top. Look at that meal. Guys, it's about that time. We're just at the gym. It's time for the next meal of the day. So, got the rice cooker going. It's cooked. The rice has been cooked. Now, same thing. I just go for around 200 to 300 grams of carbs. So, of rice in this sense, and I'm dropping a lot of it. And for good measures, hot. Now, this is simply just white rice with water. However, when I am full of groceries, I do like to take beef bone broth and pour that in the rice cooker for the replacement of the water, just because of all those nutrients and minerals that the beef bone broth has, and it adds just flavor to it. I ran out of beef bone broth. I don't have any today, so it's just plain rice, but I usually would include that into my rice. Now, same thing, we're back with the beef. Now this is post-workout, so I do like to include a little higher amount of protein. So we're gonna go for 150 grams of beef. Now the beef is cold, the rice is hot. So I'm gonna throw this in the microwave and hopefully the rice won't get too hot. But while that's cooking, I'll get my other stuff ready. So I just get these peppers, bell peppers. These are just from Costco or Aldi, one of the two. And I'll just take four peppers and just eat those on the side. Nothing crazy. As you can see, my diet doesn't really consist of veggies. These are fruits. Bell peppers are fruits. They're actually a berry, a type of berry, I believe. While that's cooking, we got our sharp cheddar cheese. I love fucking cheese. And I also like bananas, so I'll either include this into my pre-workout meal, but I'm gonna eat it as my post-workout. 9 seconds. Same thing, I'll weigh it or I won't weigh it. It's just really what I'm feeling. But this is an eyeball of 28 grams, which is 1 serving of sharp cheddar. Let that all mix in, let it get a little melted. And then we're going back with another Oikos yogurt. These things are so good. I like to have 2 of them a day. So, yeah, that's meal 2. 150 grams of beef, 300 grams of white rice, jasmine, 1 Oikos yogurt, banana, 4 to 5 bell peppers. Look at that. Guys, I just recorded a clip of my final meal. The video didn't record. Or I didn't start the recording button, silly me. Anyways, this has been like up to here. I drank already half of it. All it is water filled, just about 150 milliliters of water. And then I just added Legion's whey protein. This is the oatmeal cream pie version. I also have the Dutch chocolate one and the s'mores up here. The Dutch chocolate's my favorite, but we're doing this oatmeal cream pie. Grass-fed whey protein isolate, guys. It doesn't get much better than this. All natural ingredients, so I already made a spiel about Legion earlier, but if you guys want nice, yummy products that are good for your gut, good for your body, check them out. So I just did 2 scoops of that in here, so 50 grams of protein. And that's literally the final thing I eat of the day, because I read a study that protein consumption before bed increases muscle protein synthesis or something. I don't know if it's true. I didn't look into the study, but I did see that study. But anyways, I just try to get some extra protein in at the end of the day. I also usually consume a liquid IV packet. I didn't consume one today, but especially on my days that I'm working, I just like to have one of these just to get some electrolytes in me. And yeah, so I didn't consume that today. Anyways, I also got these. These are a new thing in my diet. They're sweet potato chips, kettle cooked. I didn't have any of those today, but I've been snacking on them like with my meals or at work. I don't typically snack, so these are just in like a bag or just a handful during one of my meals, just because I don't really like to snack. But I would consume those usually too. I just didn't have any today, but that's nothing crazy. And it's 3 ingredients: avocado oil, sweet potato, and salt. It's another great thing that you can eat that is healthy for you. But that's the final meal of the day, guys, or the final thing I consume of the day. It's not really a meal, obviously, but I'll put the macros up here of my full day of eating. I really don't track my macros. I'm just consciously aware of, okay, I need to eat protein for this meal, I need protein for this meal. I want my carb intake pretty high for my pre-workout meal or my meals leading up to my workout, and then obviously have some good amount of carbs post-workout meal. And then other than that, guys, I really just make sure I'm eating some fruits, making sure I'm getting my healthy fats in, and then making sure I'm just eating what I want and what's tasty to me and easy and convenient to cook. Because as you can see, I have a mini fridge, I have a little setup, so I can't really cook these cool gourmet meals, nor do I really care to. Obviously, it's fun to enjoy delicious food, but I don't got all the time in the world to make those kind of things. So we keep things simple and basic around here, and yeah, that is the final meal of the day. Sometimes I also will replace the water in here with milk, so that's like another cup of milk. Not today, just because, I don't know, I didn't want to. But yeah, other than that, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully I'm looking kind of lean and swole. But yeah, that's everything. That's everything I consume in the day, guys.